Hello. Do you love interesting stories that make you think smarter? Then welcome to Silent Footsteps. In 1952, in a small Italian village, a convent known as Santa Lucia delle Anime Perdute, St. Lucy of the Lost Souls, quietly closed its gates. Officially, the reason was structural collapse. But locals whispered of something far more sinister. For decades, villagers noticed strange practices. The nuns wore unusually heavy black veils, never showing their faces. At Mass, they sang hymns in voices so deep and discordant that it hardly sounded human. Children were warned never to look at the sisters directly, or risk losing their soul. When the convent was finally abandoned, construction crews entered to dismantle the building. What they found beneath the chapel shocked investigators. Behind the altar was a hidden passage leading into a crypt. Dozens of bodies were discovered, all young women, each shrouded in the same heavy black veils the nuns had worn. But their faces had been mutilated beyond recognition. Forensic reports revealed that the nuns had been binding their novices, carving crosses into their skin, and removing their eyes before forcing them to take their vows. The black veils, investigators realized, were not symbolic. They were meant to hide the horror beneath. At the center of the crypt was a giant statue of St. Lucy, the patron saint of the blind, sculpted not from stone, but from wax mixed with human fat. When church authorities were pressed for answers, they claimed the convent had been overcome by madness. But survivors whispered another story, that the sisters believed sight itself was sinful, and to serve God, one had to be blinded, both physically and spiritually. To this day, the convent ruins stand sealed. Locals swear that if you press your ear to the chapel door at midnight, you can still hear chanting in the dark, voices muffled beneath heavy black veils. If you found this chilling, subscribe to Silent Footsteps. The next story uncovers a rural parish where a priest's confession turned into something no one expected.